Welcome back to another explainer from Habertech. Today, we're going to talk about something that can give even the best developers a serious case of anxiety, trying to figure out how much to charge for a Google Cloud AI app. But don't worry. By the end of this, we're going to help you flip that fear into a super clear, confident business strategy.
So, picture this. You've done all the hard work. The code is clean, the AI is brilliant, the client absolutely loves the demo, and then they hit you with it. So, what's this going to cost? And your mind just goes blank, right? All you can see is this giant, unpredictable Google Cloud bill, and you just freeze up. If that sounds even a little bit familiar, you are definitely in the right place.
Let's get one thing straight right off the bat. Your code is probably great. The app works perfectly. The problem here isn't a technical one. It's a business problem. You just have no real way of knowing what Google is going to charge you once that free trial runs out. And that makes quoting a price feel like you're just gambling with your own money. Okay, so let's dive right in and unpack why this whole thing feels so confusing and vague. And trust me, it's not just you. The way these costs are structured can be genuinely tricky to predict. A huge piece of the puzzle is the language Google uses for billing. I mean, what even is a token? The costs are all hidden behind these really abstract ideas, not to mention all the little underlying cloud services. It's not like you're buying things in dollars and cents, so trying to forecast your bill feels like pure guesswork. And this right here is what I call the free tier trap. It's so easy to fall into. On the left, when you're building everything, you see all the usage, all the API calls, but you don't feel any financial pain. It creates this false sense of security. But the second that free tier ends, as you see on the right, boom, every single one of those things starts costing real money, and that's where the real risk comes in. And all of this leads to the one question that's probably been bouncing around in your head. It's the core of the entire issue. If this thing is a hit, and my client uses it all the time, what on earth is my bill from Google going to look like at the end of the month? All right, we've spent enough time on the problem. Now let's start building the solution. We're going to take all those abstract costs and break them down into 4 really simple, easy to understand buckets. So forget all that complicated jargon for a minute. At Habertech, we like to simplify this whole thing for our clients by just thinking about it in these 4 core buckets. This model basically covers every single thing your AI does, from listening to thinking to talking back. Let's start with bucket number 1, speech to text. This one's pretty straightforward. Think of it like a running meter. For every single second a user is talking to your AI, that meter is running and you're getting charged to turn that voice into text. Google bills you for this by the minute.
Next up, bucket 2, the AI brain. This is where those mysterious tokens live. Honestly, the easiest way to think about a token is just as a piece of a word. You're basically paying for the AI's thinking time. It costs you for the user's words it has to read and for the words it generates in its response. This is usually billed per million tokens. Bucket 3 is pretty much the reverse of bucket 1. It's text-to-speech. This is the cost to take the AI's text response and turn it back into a voice that the user can actually hear. And you get charged for this either by the character or by the second of audio it creates.
And finally, we have bucket 4, the cloud infrastructure. These are all the little nuts and bolts that keep your app running in the background. Stuff like Cloud Run, networking, all that. Now, these costs are usually pretty small compared to the others, but, and this is a big but, they are not zero. You absolutely have to include them in your math. Okay, now that we understand the 4 ways we're being charged, let's talk about the real danger zone, the thing that's probably giving you that pit in your stomach, quoting a single fixed price. This right here, this is the heart of the matter. If you quote one flat fee for your app, and your client's business takes off and usage skyrockets, guess who pays for that success? You do. Your costs go up, but your income stays flat. You are literally the one left eating that bill. This chart says it all, doesn't it? That yellow bar is your fixed quote. It never changes. But that blue line, the client's actual usage, that can go up and up and up. The second that blue line crosses over the yellow one, your profit disappears. You are officially losing money. That's the trap we have to avoid. So, how do we avoid that trap? It's all about a shift in your thinking, a whole new mental model for pricing. This is the key that's going to unlock your ability to price these things with total confidence. You have to stop thinking of your app as a product that you sell one time. That's the wrong model, and it'll get you in trouble. Instead, you need to start thinking of it like a monthly service that has usage limits baked right in. That way, your revenue is always tied to your costs. And this is the perfect analogy. Just think like a phone company. right? They don't sell you a phone for a flat fee and then let you make unlimited calls forever. No way. They sell you a monthly plan with a certain number of minutes, and if you go over, you pay more. You need to do the exact same thing.
Okay, that's the big idea. Now, in our final section, let's turn this into a super practical action plan. I'm going to give you a simple checklist that'll let you build a quote you can feel great about.
Here's the most important step. To build a predictable cost model, you can't just guess. It's impossible. You have to start by actually sitting down with your client and defining a few key assumptions about how they're going to use the app. And here they are. This is your checklist. You just need to get a ballpark estimate for these 4 things. What's the average call going to look like, time-wise? How many calls do they expect in a day? What languages does the AI need to understand? And is this a 9-to-5 operation, or does it need to run 24/7? These 4 data points are absolutely essential, because once you have those assumptions, everything else just clicks right into place. Now you can actually calculate your total monthly minutes, your total tokens, and you can get a real handle on your total cost. From there, it's easy. You just add your profit margin on top, and you've got a safe, profitable, and totally confident quote.
And that's really all there is to it. That's the path from being terrified of an unknown bill to having the confidence of a solid business plan. Thank you so much for joining us for this explainer. And we'll leave you with this question to think about. After seeing this new model, how are you going to change your own AI pricing strategy?
We would genuinely love to hear your thoughts, so please leave your answer in the comment section below. And hey, if this breakdown was helpful for you, hitting that like button, sharing it with someone who needs it, or subscribing to the channel would mean the world to us. It helps us make more explainers just like this one. Thanks again for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.